Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series, the Retro Carded Cobra Commander. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this. This figure looks awesome. I can't wait to open it up. Just looking at the packaging real quick, though, this is, of course, an homage to the original 1980s toy packaging. Some very nice art on the side here. The original Hasbro logo in the bottom left-hand corner there. The figure's on the inside box here. Cobra enemy up there. You can't even really see it all that well because this is a huge box. This is a really, really large box. The average classified box is like up to here on average. This is like a full, like another 2-3 inches on it. It is huge, but it looks really good. It's really nice. If you're an inbox collector, I'm sure you really appreciate these because it is a very nice visual. But me, I'm gonna rip this thing open. But before we do that, let's take a look at the rest of it. The again, art side, nothing on the sides because there is no side because it's just cardboard. On the back here is the rest of the wave showing off. Stalker and the Cobra Trooper, as well as Cobra Commander. There is the Cobra Commander file card here, which is minimal, nothing. Cobra Commander classified, role enemy leader, primary specialty intelligence, secondary specialty ordnance, experimental weaponry, birthplace classified. This fanatical leader rules with an iron fist. He demands total loyalty and allegiance. His main battle plan for world control relies on revolution and chaos. That's really all it is. It's not nearly as in-depth or as interesting as the other file cards, but that's because these have to be in other languages. There is a link here or a reference to the GIJoe.com website, which is a waste of time. Don't even go there. There's nothing interesting on there to even go there for. But yeah, this looks really cool. A whole bunch of legalese nonsense. Nothing to look at, so let's open it. And here we have what I think could be argued as figure of the year 2024. Easily, this is top contender for that. Cobra Commander out of the packaging, of course, but he looks so good. This figure is fantastic. This is the best looking figure that Classified has made in a while, and that's not to say that their stuff has been bad by any means. It's been great. This is just such a standout. It's so excellent. This is an animation cell brought to life. This is a panel ripped from a comic book come to life. This is everything that we wanted this to be for this specific figure. Now, they did release the figure like this previously in the Hiss Tank, but that was a different variation. That was based on the original toy design, including the incorrect logo on the chest. This one is very different. This one is a straight rip from the cartoon. Doesn't have all the accessories from the one that came with the Hiss Tank, but it has most of them. What it has that really stands out, though, is as soon as it rotates back around here, you're able to tell the beautiful, like, mirrored reflection helmet that he has. Now, I know a lot of people wanted hooded Cobra Commander. I don't really have a problem with hooded Cobra Commander. I'm not big on it, but the silver helmet, the reflection, the whole thing, that's what I wanted. And this is what we got, and it looks spectacular. Taking him off the spinny base here real quick so we can take a closer look at him here. He is just spectacular. I would take a minute to just look at the helmet here because it's so reflective. You can see my hand in it, and you can see my phone and camera and the light and everything in it. It's so reflective. It catches light so well. However, I will say it also catches fingerprints very well, very easily. So don't try and avoid touching the metal plate if you want to move the head, grab on the helmet, move around like that, because this thing catches fingerprints so easily. But I can't believe they did that. They went and gave him such a reflective helmet, like a perfect mirror. It's the same type of material I presume they used for the rearview mirror and the side mirrors for the Stinger and the Vamp. I'm guessing that's what that is. It's so good. It's so reflective, so shiny. I love everything about this figure. I love the colors. I love the deep blues for the pants and the torso. I love the red stripe running down the legs glued to the stirrups because Cobra Commander wears stirrup pants, which is funny. He's got his nice black dress boots. I like the belts here, the very silver and then the red logo, the pockets here, the strap that goes around the back that attaches to the pistol holster that he has, which is from the original toy. I like the blue undershirt here. I don't know if that's something he wore in the cartoon. I can't remember right now, but that feels like he would. A little bit of a paint chip right there, but that's my fault. The nice white stripe running across the top of the helmet. There is a difference in the paint right there, though. That's unfortunate. But this is just such a solid cartoon adaptation of it. I love the gloves because the original one that they came with in the Hiss Tank had gloves. They're short gloves because that's what the original toy had. Again, this is a cartoon variation. This is the figure from the cartoon. If you wanted the toy version, then you should have got the Hiss Tank. That's all I'm going to say. It's got the proper Cobra logo on the chest there, white belt. Everything about this pops really well. The vest, the silver buttons, everything about this really helps make this figure stand out on a shelf compared to everyone else. It's kind of jarring how much it stands out because of how kind of modern and realistic style everything else has become, that this pops and is so vibrant and is so colorful on the shelf compared to everything else. It's really, really solid. I really just like, I got nothing else to say. There's back pockets here, black leather pants. He's got the holster for his knife, which can be removed. He's got a knife. Slide that back in there because there's a toy in the cartoon variation had a knife on there, but he never used it because why would he? Cobra doesn't need to use a knife except for when he's stabbing a map on the table. But he looks so good. Head is on a ball joint, of course. Can look up, not very far. Can look down, not very far. The neck is on a swivel here, which is, as you can see, how the paint chipped because it hit the plastic. So be careful when you're moving the neck around because the plastic can chip on that. Ab crunch goes down that far, goes up, not very far, about that far. There's a ball joint here, but the ball joint on the lower torso allows for a lot more range of motion, so you can still get a lot of motion in there. There are butterfly joints in here. These ones actually move quite a lot. These are actually very solid butterfly joints. These are not like your regular standard classified ones, which don't move at all. These ones are very solid butterfly joints, which is very nice because his arms don't really lay flat because of the cloth material that the suit is made out of. It's not cloth, but the type of material that it is used. Double jointed pinless elbows, very tight joints, I have to say. These joints are very tight. They're not going anywhere. On both sides, there's a swivel at the wrist here. This hand has a side-to-side hinge like that. I believe the pistol hands have an up and down, which sounds about right. Drop down hips, of course, as per usual. There's a swivel here at the upper thigh, like that. Double jointed, pinless knees. He can basically kick his own butt. It does break up the mold though, so careful about that. There's a swivel here at the calf. Excuse me. There we go. Lock in. Up and down the foot like so. Can go down that like so. Swivel right there. It's very much standard, but it's such a good designed figure. This is such a well-designed figure. As for the accessories, there is, of course, his pistol, which is very toy accurate, very cartoon accurate, and it slides right into the backpack here, which you can peg onto his back. This is the same one that came with the Histang version. There's a Cobra logo on here. It is not centered on mine, at least. Yours probably will be, but it's just a single peg, pops right into the back. Pistol comes out, and it is a classic laser pistol sort of thing, very much with the same one that came with the original toy, and that is what it is going after. So it just slides right in the top here of the holster, and it just stays in there very well. It's not going anywhere. I mean, like, you can pull it out with friction, but it's not going to slip out on its own. It stays in there pretty well. Alternate hands include two trigger finger hands, which, like I said, they go up and down, which are very nice to have. I don't know if I'll use these very much because in my mind, Cobra Commander is not really meant to use his guns. He kind of stays behind, and he will definitely be using this hand, which is a pointer hand, and I love this pointer hand. I'm a big fan of that. I like that a lot. I like that he comes with this. This is, of course, the same one that came with the Histang variation, including this hand, which is designed to hold the globe, the snake globe that it came with, but this one doesn't have that. So instead, it's just a, I don't know, like a high-fiving claw hand. It looks like he's grabbing something. You could probably have him do this thing with his fist or whatever. You can do that, but that is what he comes with. So yeah, those are the accessories that come with this version of Cobra Commander. Quickly putting on the backpack for Cobra Commander, it just slides right in here, like so, pegs right in, and you can have him holding his pistol on his back, and it looks very nice. It's a very nice addition. Now, as for size and figure comparison, here he is. Cobra Commander cannot be complete without his arch nemesis, Duke, the leader of the G.I. Joes, and this is fantastic. This is perfect. I feel like this is what everybody kind of wanted from the start of the line. They wanted these two very specific versions of Duke and Cobra Commander. And it took us a while, it took us a couple years, but we finally got them, and they look spectacular together. I love this Duke, I love this Cobra Commander, I love seeing them side by side, and I can't wait to take so many pictures of them together. Cobra Commander cannot be complete without his right-hand man, and that is Destro. I do not have the original version of Destro. I have the Prophet Director Destro. But as you can see, same mold, same thing. Looks really fun together. I hope we get we already did technically get a retro-carded version of Destro, but that was just a re-release of the same one. I would like a new version with preferably pinless joints, new mold, thing like that. I would like to see a new version of that figure because it's about time we got a new Destro. Here's Cobra Commander next to G.I. Joe's figurehead, that being Snake Eyes, and man, I don't know why they made Snake Eyes so small. It's just me or Snake Eyes really short in this line. I don't know, maybe we'll get a more tall version of Snake Eyes in that upcoming re-release what they're working on, I believe. So yeah, there he is next to Snake Eyes. And just for fun, here he is next to someone else who is blue. We have Billy, the Blue Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I've went on record saying this figure sucks. I don't like this figure. This figure's bad. But it is very fun seeing these two side by side, these two blues side by side. So there is the retro carded Cobra Commander. He's standing on a G.I. Joe base. He comes with those. Comes with the Cobra one, but I couldn't find that one, so he's just using the G.I. Joe one. But he does come with the Cobra base. I forgot to mention that. But this figure is spectacular. Genuinely, such a spectacular figure. One of the best that they've put out in so long. It's such a standout. If you don't have one, you need to get one. I mean, I fully believe that. If you have the original Cobra Commander, that's a fine figure. This blows out of the water. This is such an improvement, such a great redesign. It's perfect. It's everything I feel like any G.I. Joe collector could have wanted from this line and from this figure. Like, it is everything that we wanted. And I'm so happy to have one now. And I really feel like this kind of like finishes a lot of people's Cobra collections because a lot of people wanting a classic Cobra Commander. Now they got one. So I mean, like, we got most of the classic various figures. Like I said, I would like a new Destro. I would like a new Baroness. We are getting a new Baroness in the Rattler one, but I would like one released for everyone to get, not people who just bought the Rattler. But yes, that is the retro carded Cobra Commander. If you don't have one, get one. Get them anywhere. It is a must buy. So thank you for sticking into this. I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everything to get done for me to keep doing these videos that I love to make. And hopefully, next month, my Dragonfly will be here. And I will have many, many videos on that. So stick around for that. And I will see you next time. Yo, Joe.